news really to report on today, because a lot of people have been asking me via social media, did you meet these two people? And I thought I'd share my memories with you, if I may, because as you know, big supporter of the arts, culture, anything to do with entertainment. And as I've said many times here on the show, I've been so lucky in this career to meet, even when you're really younger, true icons. And sadly we've lost, of course, Lamont Dossier, 1/3 of the brilliant production songwriting team that made Motown simply, well, the sound of the world, didn't it? For those young enough to remember, they are the team that created the likes of Stop in the Name of Love, Baby Love, Reflections, all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, I was lucky enough to meet him in London. Lovely, lovely man, very down to earth, very shy, I might point out as well. You normally find that with people who are very successful. They have nothing to prove, you know, so they just kind of, you know, I remember saying to him, for instance, how did you write so many songs? And he said, sometimes we could be writing up to 7 songs in a day, you know, not finishing them all, but starting one, moving on to another, that sort of stuff. He said it was something of a production line, but he thoroughly enjoyed it and he wouldn't have changed it for the world. A true superstar who carried on after Motown, still having a brilliant career. But what a legacy that he left us, because I always say this, and it's so true. You go to a wedding or a party or a barbecue or something, somebody puts on a Motown track, everybody's up on the floor, everybody's happy, aren't they? And that truly has to be one of the beautiful things that you can leave behind when sadly you leave this world. So God bless Lamont Dossier. Now, sadly, another icon who I was lucky enough to meet, I truly loved Olivia Newton-John. I thought she was fabulous. Couldn't quite believe it, you know, when she came. And I think, I don't mind sharing this with you, when you interview people of your generation, you get quite excited. I was the same with Kim Wilde, you know, the pop star. Suddenly I'm a bit of a gibbering wreck because I bought her records, you know, from Woolworths when I'm a kid, you know, Saturday morning. So you might meet Lady Gaga and Madonna, but no, Kim Wilde, you know, I actually bought you. Fabulous. Now, Olivia Newton-John, as I say, I was lucky enough to meet also. She came into a studio in Millbank in Westminster in London, and she was absolutely down to earth, beautiful, everything you could imagine. And what was interesting, she said, oh, is there a dressing room, Neil? I said, well, not really, you know. And she said, oh, it's all right, I'll pop into the ladies. So this superstar of Greece simply just got changed in the ladies, and there were all these political people, because that's where the political studio was then, all going in getting changed around her, clueless as to this icon that was truly next to them. I mean, I'm sure some people recognized her, but lovely lady, very down to earth. Now, the thing she said to me was that, well, everybody loved Grease, and she did, obviously, you know, phenomenally successful film for her. She said for her, she couldn't get over dancing and being instructed how to dance with a Hollywood legend that was Gene Kelly in another movie, which I like. If you haven't checked it out, do check it out, Xanadu. Remember that big hit? Well, she loved Gene Kelly, and she said to be swept up in his arms, the man that had tap danced away with Elena Powell, Judy Garland, and so many more, she said was a dream come true for this girl. Olivia Newton-John leaves behind a wonderful legacy, but above all, she will be remembered for her very brave fight in her illness. And, you know, really, God bless to both of them. And I'm sure you'll all be with me today, giving them a little bit of thought in your time. And if you get a chance, pop on YouTube and have a listen to Motown and perhaps a few Olivias. If you're looking for one in particular that I think is brilliant, it's a track from Xanadu called Magic. And that's truly what Olivia Newton-John gave to the world. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.